I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
What the hell's going on out here? Ow! Ow!
Uh-oh.
You know, the recording is in progress. Al, take it away with the introduction.
To Al's One Pod, the spinoff podcast from the web series The Two Dicks. I'm Al Romas, currently leaving Costa Maya, Mexico, on the Star of the Seas. That's Al Ducharme, with a guest in his room on the, I don't know what he's on. Let him fill that in and say hello to our guest and take it over.
Xanax.
He's on Xanax.
We are on the Celebrity Beyond. I'm John Wolk.
Okay.
Call me Wolky. And just to clarify, we did not have the cabin attendant separate the two beds. So,
But what's a stick or butter between two friends?
Spooning leads to fourth.
I didn't assume that happened as,
Yeah.
I assumed it was good to
still
go.
together.
We'll give you a view of it, actually.
Yeah.
That's the war zone over there. He actually separated the beds by about 8 inches of a coffee table, like a very narrow coffee table, nightstand.
Yeah.
And we came in and we're like, oh, come on now. So we moved his bed
to the
underneath the window.
Space
We have a forward cabin.
Okay.
And it's
okay. Is that do you have a balcony? I can't see.
No, it's a helicopter
Indoor
pad on the
balcony.
other side of the big glass.
Yeah.
You can't really tell.
We are literally 40 feet from the bow, so we're getting a little pitch and we're getting
pitch and roll. We got the bow thrusters every morning when we pull into port, and this place shakes like it just shakes like an epileptic
Stick the comic in there.
Seizure.
That's right.
Toxic.
Yes, absolutely.
I can't get it out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Anyways, how are you?
Is that a newer ship, or what do we got?
Yeah,
Older,
3 years old or so? About 3 or 4 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, the Beyond, the Celebrity Beyond. It's the Edge class. They came out with the Edge first, Beyond, Apex, and now Excel.
And the Artemis.
And the Artemis,
Artemis
was launched. Yes. Was it yesterday? It was launched, or the day before?
Day before,
2 days ago.
And I just Al, I read this guy Jeremy Hansen, the fourth astronaut, is a Canadian, and my feeling is get your own fucking rocket. Hitching a ride at NASA's dime. He's a Canuck. It's a
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not buying the whole thing anyway. I don't know.
You think it's fake?
This whole moon thing. I don't.
A distraction?
No, not fake. Not fake. But it's just interesting. You know what I mean?
I think they're taking the Epstein files and they're going to bury him on the dark side of the moon. That's what's happening.
That's right.
Yeah. We had the Epstein files. Then we have a war. Now we're going to the moon. Okay.
Right. It's a lot of dog wagging.
There's a lot. Yes.
Right.
8 wars have been ended.
Movie? That was a good movie.
Wag the dog.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wag the dog.
Dustin Hoffman and Robert De Niro and Anne Heche, the late Anne Heche.
That was the late Anne Heche. Yes, a lot of theories about her. What is your take there, Wolky? Anne Heche.
that she was going to be revealed in the Epstein files 2 years later, and they snuffed her out in Brentwood.
They adjusted the controls.
Have you seen that video where she pops
on her? What's that?
Have you seen the video where she's on the gurney going into the ambulance? And pops up. They kind of go, okay, back down.
That she was.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Bring out your dead. I'm not dead.
It was tragic. Yeah. Ended up in like the side of a house in Brentwood. Yeah. In a.
That's one of those things. It's one of those theories you go, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy theory. But then after time pass, you go, I don't know. Is it that crazy? You know what I mean? These conspiracy theories that were all
things,
nuts.
I'm like, wow, they're out of
now
their
they're coming
mind.
back and you go,
like,
I don't know. That wasn't that wrong. That was, he was pretty close on that one. So, and where are you guys right now? Fill me in. We're getting a little technical issue here.
We've been at sea for the last
16 hours.
Yeah. We were in St. Kitts
yesterday. St. Kitts, Nevis, but we were in St. Kitts, the lesser.
We were on the wrong side of the tracks.
It's like St. Martin. Oh, you went to St. Martin? Did you go to the French side? No, I went to the Dutch side. They go, ugh.
So we are.
That is one of my favorite cigar bars, though. That's St. Kitts right there. Is that the one
St.
you were
Kitts?
at the when you walk off the ship, the little phony baloney area is right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that's one, right? Yeah, yeah.
Is
There's a
it?
Casa della Banos there,
Oh,
which is highly recommended. But
we just
passed on that, I
saw
guess.
Cigars Are Us, and
That's where Al goes.
That's where I go. That's where I go.
he likes the Swisher Sweets.
He have the real fake
Swisher Sweets and the cherry Tipperillas. Yeah.
Yes, he likes the price point on the
little
Tipperella.
spray.
Yeah, it's a little sawdust and tobacco shaving.
I've upgraded my
cum.
cigars, the quality of my cigars, but now I know what I'm looking for.
Right.
I know how to find a pretty good cigar at a decent price.
Right.
But
where'd you go in St. Kitts? Did you guys get off the ship and wander?
I did not. Al did. I opted not to for lack of caring, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to reveal some things about you. I can fix this in post.
Okay.
John F. Wolk loves to collect refrigerator magnets from various places.
Only thing I collect.
So whenever we go to a point where we head right to one of the souvenir shops, and I try to encourage him to go off the beaten path away from the ship because the price will drop
dramatically.
Yes.
Of a magnet? I mean, what are we talking anyway?
We're talking about like a $2 or $3 difference. So if you get two of them, it could be up to $6.
All right.
And for example,
I never thought of shopping for price by magnets. I just thought you take a magnet and you buy it.
And you know what, Al? I didn't either. But when I'm with him,
El Cheapo, Mr. El Cheapo.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So in the Dominican,
I'm an angel. Look at my halo.
In Puerto Plata, it was magnets for 10. And
how many refrigerators do you have?
Well, that's funny you should mention that. I'm on my fourth stainless steel refrigerator just so that I can fit the entire collection.
So your electric bill is insane.
No. Only one of them is plugged in.
Oh.
And the other are like for display art in the living room. Just because the magnets, you run out of real estate.
Yeah. I think I have. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I have.
What are you doing?
There we go. Look at that beauty.
This is a bottle opener.
Nice.
That's a good bottle opener from Cozumel. It's a dolphin or some such thing.
Great. That's a great item.
And a magnet. This is
very nice.
I mean,
goes on the side of the fridge.
Wow, that's a great item.
But where do you have it? You just reach for it. You're not near your refrigerator.
I just had it in my drawer because I bought these little mini Mexican Cokes yesterday.
Because of
I needed
glass, real
I
sugar
needed an
with
opener.
Yeah, but glass.
A real
those little
Coca.
Yeah.
At the Vons near my home.
Syrup, right?
Yeah, no corn syrup, real sugar. Yeah. And at the Vons, they have the larger ones, like the old throwback ones. And I have a friend, he'll go directly to Vons, where I live in Studio City, California, just to get those bottles. He'll drive 2 towns over to get them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're worth it. A big difference if you enjoy the Coca-Cola. Yeah. But that's my. But that magnet, I'll probably be leaving it on the ship. I don't know if I'll be bringing it home.
No.
Get it to him.
I'm gonna send you my mailing address.
Right.
No.
All right,
Don't
you got
leave
it.
Do them.
I have to have
it. That's a gift. That's a gift from me to you, sir.
Thank you.
Right.
I want you to have it.
If it costs $6 to mail it, you charge him 12.
Did he just say he was going to leave that on the ship?
He did. He's crazy.
Oh,
I know. I'm correct.
I
lived in.
I can't have that.
Fuck around.
It's
a mere bag of shells.
Refrigerator magnets and bottle
Mere
openers.
fascination.
Phew. He's going to mail it.
So we have 3 we have, in the Star of the Seas, we do 3 comics. But one of our comics is sick this week. So we're doing 2.
You got to do 20
which
minutes?
Which is fine. It's an extra 5 minutes or something, But I keep thinking on Sunday, I'm staying and the other 2 are leaving. And the next comic coming in will be in that cabin. And he's been in there since Monday night, sneezing, vomiting. Who's walking
now,
in
wait
that
a minute.
thing? Because
now,
you know how they clean
it.
It'll be clean.
Did you not have a cold recently yourself?
I had a cold, but I performed. He's battling. It's coming out at every end. Let's just say,
he's got
norovirus.
No, that's Ebola when it comes out of
Ebola.
Yeah,
he might have
bleed from every orifice. It's
the eyes, the ears,
hemorrhagic fever.
I don't know if I said he was bleeding. I
Yeah.
don't know if blood was coming.
80% mortality rate. Yeah. But
Yeah, so we're not going to see him again. That's
right.
what are you going to do? But
No names. We're not
someone's
getting
coming in
names.
that cabin Sunday.
Yes.
I don't know when he may
Well,
die.
they're going to
He may
disinfect
pass
it.
during this.
Those germs only last so many hours.
Disinfected, huh?
How many hours does the COVID last? We don't even know, right?
Oh,
on an object.
If you touch a doorknob with COVID, I think it's 2 years.
Oh, it's 2 years.
Yeah, I think it's 2 years.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It says right here, 48.
That's a fact. That's true. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I remember when COVID was happening, and I went to the grocery store, and then Al called me, and he goes, "What are you doing?" And I go, "I just came back from the grocery store, whatever." And he goes, "What are you doing with the groceries?" And I go, "Putting them away." He goes, "No, they have to go out on the balcony and sit in the sun for a day." And I was like, "What? I'm not doing it." He goes, "You got to wipe down everything and put it in the sun for a day."
I did that first month.
Dude, I
was doing it too.
They were telling, because they were saying it can live on. Remember that they can live on cardboard for 48 hours. I was like, touch it. The guy would drop it off. He's wearing a mask and gloves, and then I go out there and poke it with a mop.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The whole thing. I had a side hustle.
Don't think you weren't concerned at all.
I was working for the.
You're full of shit. No, let me get this clear. He's acting like, oh, it didn't affect.
I wasn't. I live in Florida, for fuck's sake.
You were.
Right,
I live in Florida. I was doing gigs.
Florida was COVID.
I was doing gigs in May. In May.
In May, but you were in the beginning, the very first month. You were like, "What the fuck?" Blah, blah, blah.
I was working. I had a side hustle.
Freaked out.
The mayor of LA, Eric Garcetti at the time. I was part of a welcoming committee. So I would go to LAX on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, and I would hang out at the gates of all Asian flagged air carriers, and I would welcome the passengers with a hug and a kiss on the lips. Like, when you take Hawaiian Air, there and they put a flower layover you, welcome to Hawaii and stuff. I was doing the same thing. Such a drag. And
you're in drag as well.
In drag, yes. And I did that. I was able to continue to do it through late April, even though COVID had come out in mid-March, and then they cut the whole program. And it was very
that sounded like a nice deal for you.
It was great, but they haven't restarted it, so it's a bummer. Yeah.
Well,
I wanted to welcome.
Got to have a side hustle. Got to have a side hustle.
I wanted to welcome them to LA and to the United States of America. But
all right, Romas, how many weeks are you going to be on this ship? By the way?
I'm sorry.
Are you doing 2 weeks on this ship?
Currently, I'll be here next week. So it's a 2-week thing.
And who's coming in? Do we know?
I'm not sure. I think, I'm not sure. I don't want to say. I don't know. That's why I was saying.
You don't want to tell us who the person who's quarantined right now is?
He doesn't want to mention.
No, not really.
After we go off air, will you mention it? I want to know.
If you'd like to know. Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, man. Hey, what do you think of, by the way, Mama G is still missing. Mama got
She is. I think we're up to
this is
almost 60 days.
60 days. Yeah. And we put a thing on TikTok where Al and I were talking about how, we think it's wrong for her to go back to work, and you should be looking for your mom. And boy, it kind of, for us, it was viral. That was a big one
in a negative way. I mean, people were, how could you be so insensitive?
Do you know my theory on it?
You're disgusting. Yeah. They call us disgusting.
My theory on it, and this is tragic, but my theory is that asshole or two that went to grab her were too rough. Whatever happened, she died, and they
covered her up,
and have
disposed
of her, and that she will not be found, and that's awful.
So who's doing the responding ransom to the ransom notes? Didn't they arrest a couple of people who responded?
They did early on.
Yeah, didn't really early on. Yeah.
What happened? But what happened to these people? It's not a misdemeanor. It's a real thing.
They were ruled out. No. There were some suspects.
I think it was. Wasn't it? Yeah, wasn't it a goof, or they were kind of fucking around?
Right, but what I'm saying, it's a legal issue.
It is,
right?
It is, but I don't know. A couple of those ransom notes that were sent, they did not. I don't think they did find the people that sent.
They couldn't track them down.
Yeah,
I guess the savvy people know how to do it.
But,
but
no. I mean, I learned early on to you got to cover your.
But she could be at work. She could be on the Today Show when they find Mama G, which I'm sure the producers are praying for.
And we were joking about it. We were saying, how can
ratings-wise,
she go
it's
on
gonna be
interviewing
fantastic.
celebrities and whatnot,
Right.
talking about what a great movie this was?
Well, maybe they have her doing some things that are a little lower key or less
we don't know
vacuous
what capacity.
insipid. I don't know. Yeah, I know she returned to the show. I haven't seen any interviews or anything.
Is she back now, or is this still to come? I don't
I'm
know.
not sure. I know. Well, no, she did. I think they did.
Well, she came on as a guest,
but I don't know.
Oh, they did a special. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if she's regularly working. I would doubt it.
She said she's coming back. There
right,
was a date.
But our comments on that, there's like 200 plus comments, and it's like the country. It's divided. I mean, literally half the people like we agree.
On agreement, yeah.
She should not go back to work. She should use her money to look for her. And then other people like, she should go back to work. What is she going to do? What else can you do?
Right, and I imagine she's been advised privately from the FBI and police and so forth that maybe there are things, of course, the public are not aware of that give them the impression that this is a lost cause.
Yeah, but they want the remains and closure,
which would be wonderful.
Whether or not she died because she didn't have the medication,
right.
they want.
I hope that they're able to get
at some point. Yeah, at some point they'll get that, and that'll be a big part of the Today Show. They can go live there and bring Savannah
It's
there.
It's going to be a ratings boost.
Finding Mama G. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Speaking of news, I wrote down my notes. Christy Nome, huh?
Yeah.
She got the heave ho, which we knew was going to happen.
Right.
Yeah. She's asking for privacy and prayers at this time.
Oh, really? She wants privacy. Yeah, really? Is that what she wants?
And prayers.
Yeah.
I'm praying her husband's big bazungas don't explode and fucking take out his neighborhood.
She wants time to grieve with Corey, in private.
Yeah.
So.
Well, my question. Yes. My question is this: was that just him goofing around online, or is this like a real thing? Because they ran with
it's a real thing.
He's like
he's given thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars to these online women, bimbo, fetific, whatever it's called. Where they look like Barbie with like massive tits. So that's its own fetish. And he's been online with these women, and there was a woman in the Post the other day talking about, she made big money off him, and he would just.
But I'm talking about him putting the balloons on and the lipstick and the hot pants.
Oh, it's a regular thing. She said she would tell him what to wear like this on a Zoom type thing, and then he would go and put them on, and
she'd take a screenshot,
chat with him while
knowing who he was.
I guess so.
That is so.
He didn't do the
that
deep
I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
No, that's hot.
Well, I don't know if she knew who he was or not, but I think it's interesting though. Maybe Christy, the scorned wife, released the pictures.
Maybe. I'm just.
I wouldn't put it past her,
but I'm disappointed that
take the focus off of her.
I'm disappointed that she and Corey no longer have access to Air Fuck One, where they could, engage in mile high activity.
Well,
on a daily basis,
Is he in this administration? Is that guy still around? I don't know. No, okay.
No, he was a special government employee. Was supposed to be like a 90-day on a contract basis. She kept him around. He was getting a paycheck, and
he was on her budget payroll.
Yes, and when she was gone, he was gone. Thankfully, but supposedly that $200 million ad campaign that she starred in which she had a friend of hers from Dakota using their PR and ad company.
She definitely got kickbacks.
Yes, her and Corey. Corey was again supposedly was also behind it, and that they profited immensely.
So she says, all right, my husband has this fetish and we're not sleeping together anymore, so I'm going to hire this guy as my liaison, whoever he was, what capacity, to just fucking get a paycheck.
Well, no, he was a no, no. I mean, he was
No, he was in the
the
government. He was involved with
co-campaign
Trump.
manager in the
Yeah.
first Trump
Mhm.
administration with Paul Manafort. No, no, no. He's
No,
been in the
so,
fold.
but
Yeah,
he's getting a couple of paychecks here and there, plus these
yeah, but he
backdoor
was.
deals.
Yeah, no, no, no. He's not a male gigolo.
So do you think
He's
that she's giving up on her marriage because she knew that he was a cross dresser or whatever fetishes he's
maybe.
into
I
and
don't know.
said, all right, we'll let him do this on the farm.
I don't know. Doesn't
It
explain.
I
will
don't
never
know,
come to light. It will never come to light unless I allow it.
Corey was also married though, so it
Yeah.
doesn't explain his
Well,
situation.
they're all
yeah.
involved.
Yeah, he's still married, I think. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just thinking if she released the pictures, then maybe she gets a little sympathy, kind of the,
Hmm. Right. It
instead of just,
excuses. Right.
yeah, a little bit.
Right.
But
So,
is she
because people
sitting
are
at
like,
a
where'd it
table
come
with her
from?
lawyers and whatnot
Right.
and coming up with a plan, or is she coming up with this on her own?
I don't know, but
You
it's a
don't
good, I
know.
mean, you got to have a plan because she was fired and,
Yeah.
she's
I just
cheating. She still has
I
sights for bigger things. So,
yeah. I just know that
you can
she's
tell she's
single
one of those.
now. And Christy, if you're out there
Hey,
and you
now,
like
yeah, I mean,
nice Jewish boys from Chicago,
Right here.
call me.
Oh, Bondi
Yeah.
got the heave ho as well.
Call me. Call me. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was time, as
Oh yeah, it was
Absolutely.
past due. But
Trump said.
who? Everybody's like,
About
oh, I'm so glad she's gone. But as we know, someone worse could fill her place right there.
Todd
And
Blanche for now, and we'll see if he's interim, as they say, or whether he ends up getting the job permanently.
It could be fucking Judge Pirro.
Right,
So,
Janine Pirro has
Bondi's
been
gonna look good.
banded
Bondi
up.
could
they
look
like
pretty
to
good.
pluck from that Fox network.
They do.
They do that.
Ugh, Judge Pirro. Just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the idea that she's involved in it. You know what I mean? She's just that classic drunk at 5 o'clock
Yes.
at TGI
Yeah,
Fridays and sitting at the bar and
yeah.
yeah, she could
Drunk and
be
aggressive. Yeah,
drunk and aggressive. Yes.
yeah. And again, Janine, if you're out there and you're
Jewish
single,
boy from
Yeah.
Chicago.
Give him a
call
call.
me.
Give him a call. We're
Call
trying
me.
to hook him up here
Yeah,
on this one.
yeah. Hook a brother. I'm single. Hook a brother up. Yeah.
Have
All
you
right, so
always
what's
been
up?
single there, John? Have you ever been married? What's your
I have.
backstory?
I was married for 7 hours and in Vegas
It's a little longer
at
than
the
that.
no, it was 7 years. And
About
I will
7
say
years.
this though, my situation is rare in that my ex-wife, complete heart of gold, wonderful mother. I honestly can't think of one negative thing to say.
Let's go to the videotape.
Yeah, yeah. No, really. Honest to God, I hear such horror stories and women I meet.
You have spoken
terrible
kindly about her.
ex-husbands and
Yeah.
these duplicitous, situations.
And they
with
produced
actors.
a very talented and
Yeah.
lovely daughter, Ivy, who's doing
Yeah.
very well right now in the business.
Yeah, she's got a nice role in a new movie that comes out April 10th on Apple called Outcome with Keanu Reeves and Jonah Hill and Cameron
Really?
Diaz.
Wow.
It's got about 7 scenes with Keanu and Jonah playing.
She's got a following as well. A few 100,000.
Yeah, no, she done. She's stand-up. She was
What
in
else
the
has she? What else has she done?
she was in the movie that won the Oscar last year on Nora for Best Picture
Didn't see it.
and a series on Hulu and FX called English Teacher, which was very funny, won a couple seasons, and yeah, she was just
And
in a
she's doing
movie.
stand up and she's selling out.
So, yeah,
These little theaters.
Yeah,
but she has a following of people.
No.
the
Is she
age
really
group.
doing stand up
yeah,
too?
she does. Yeah, Charlotte,
Oh, my
Pittsburgh,
God.
Boston, Chicago, Indianapolis,
Wow.
Portland.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
awesome.
crazy.
What is
Yeah.
her name?
Ivy Wolk, Wolk, and
Ivy,
yeah.
whatever, Dad. Wolk.
Yes. They're little avant-garde clubs that are like,
Yeah.
150
It's awesome.
capacity. Yeah.
Smart instead of trying to do a
Right.
big
Yeah.
venue or a
Yeah.
regular generic place.
But
No, that's great.
That's a
Very
nice
cool.
little niche. Mm.
yeah, she was just in a movie that I hated, but the critics liked, and the star Rose Byrne got an Oscar nomination.
And I
which
saw the
was,
trailer on a plane.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
She was in the trailer.
Yeah, called If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Yeah, Ivy had a nice thing in the trailer as well. The movie's so dark, so hard to sit through. But
the performance was pretty good.
Yeah, all the acting was good in it, but it's just it's unrelentingly dark.
Does she play a psychiatrist or a therapist of sorts?
Yes, Rose Byrne does it. Conan O'Brien,
yes,
in his
plays
serious role, plays
okay.
Frank as
I'd
well.
heard about that.
Yeah, he was very good too. Yeah,
in the trailer he was good.
Yeah. But
believable.
Yeah, it was interesting though. Yeah, I hated the movie. It was good for Ivy, and it was a classy thing to be a part of, and the critics liked it. But I couldn't get. I didn't.
It will only bode well for her career.
Yeah.
Nice. Right? And how old is she? Like in her 20s?
21. Yeah, 21.
Oh,
she just turned. Fuck you, Dad. 21.
That's great.
Yeah, no, great, really a great kid too, and was always.
I've never had the
well behaved. Have you not?
When would I've met her?
Oh, I guess
your wedding. She wasn't there for that.
She was not.
Well,
it wasn't a shotgun wedding.
She was not at the wedding. She was not at the wedding. Well, we're gonna have to change that.
I don't recall ever meeting. I would have remembered meeting.
Yeah, probably, maybe not. Yeah.
Where'd you guys meet?
Oh, here we go.
We met.
Where's the story?
I have to change the date.
There's an ageism thing going on.
I have to change the date because
there's an ageism thing. Well, I am sensitive. How long ago it has been, and he knows it. Yeah. And he goes right up to our cruise director, who's like 29. He goes, "Yeah, I booked Al Ducharme at Curry College in 1989."
Guy's like, I wasn't born.
What?
Wow.
Yes. Which, by the way, was true, not realizing that the cruise director wasn't born in 1989.
Yes.
And probably thinks I'm around 50, hopefully.
Right. She thinks Al's 50, not 71, like he is. Yeah. Right?
I'm 74.
Oh, I know. We bring it up all the time.
We met, yes, in 1989 at Curry College. I was the comedy concert chairman, would book the entertainment on campus in Boston. And Al was one of the comics that our agent had recommended. And he came and I would host the shows. And we had a great time. The students loved him. And
we hit it off. And we started a company together.
Right, that's right.
Called the
Boston Chicago Entertainment, and we would booking
little venues and bars, and one was a biker bar.
Yes, changes in Bourne, Mass, on the Cape, which was.
And you had a little sports jacket, and he went into the restroom, and two bikers stood next to him.
I had like a Liz Claiborne sport jacket on that was kind of like
that's cute.
It was almost a purplish blue, and
of course it was.
They did not take kindly to me. There are changes in Bourne, Mass. Yeah,
didn't they tell you to?
Beat it. Yeah, it was like finish pissing and get the fuck out of here. Yes, was what I heard. Yes, yeah.
Which you had kind of planned to anyway. I don't know. Does anyone linger?
Right. He came out I wasn't going to loiter.
I'm going to go.
I got to get out of here. I go, we're going to do our show. I'll be
outside. Look around, little boys. How are you? What's happening here?
Yes.
I know. In my bathroom. I had done a bunch of these, tough rooms, so it wasn't that much of a leap for me. Although not my first choice.
Yeah, and actually, here was the funny thing. It was a charity. Finally. It was when Desert Storm occurred. This was called the Desert Gift Lift. These people were supposed to bring like a toy for a child. They'd get in for free, see the comedy show. And so it was supposed to be a benevolent, sweet event. And apparently these two gentlemen I encountered in the men's room were not benevolent.
They were the seeds of MAGA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Seeds of MAGA.
Yes.
MAGA was in their balls.
Years later, they were incarcerated for the January 6th insurrection.
Wow! Was it the guy?
They
with
also wore the
like
Claiborne
Crockett hat.
They took their cue from Wolk and wore the Claiborne jackets.
That's right.
They cut the sleeves off.
But yes. So the truth is, we did meet in 1989. Although on the ship, it's 1999. Is what we're telling people.
I just said eliminate the year. I've known Al for years, and we did this together.
No need.
He was born. He was born.
Years. No need.
Yes.
Anyway,
I
was going to say, so funny. We were going to dinner, and I lost him in the crowd. and he saw the cruise director who was wearing a
Who you must talk to though?
she was wearing Barbie pink, a jumpsuit of some sort, not a jumpsuit, but
a pantsuit. Yeah.
Pantsuit, and I was trying to get through the crowd so we could get to dinner before the mass exit from my shows.
Yeah,
we're there. We want to get ahead of them, and he cuts. He goes, "Hi, I'm John Wolk, F. Wolk, John F. Wolk. I met Al in 1989, and I booked him at Kirk." It was just hysterical. I'm like, come on, John.
Al in slow mo was like, and
he was like right in her face.
Yes. But she's very.
But how did
sweet.
you? But John, you go to school in Chicago, you moved to Boston, you go to school in Boston, or how
correct? I went to college and grad school in Boston, and then I after that moved to Hell A on Wednesday, August 10th, 1994, when my flight landed from Logan to LAX at 8 p.m. But who's keeping track? It was a date which will live in infamy. So I've been in LA for over 31 years now. But we had a lot of time. We had 6 years in Boston. We were hanging out, and all our.
Were you doing any stand up yourself?
Yeah, a little hosting and a little kind of open mic stuff, or would intro shows for him and play.
Tim Monahan.
Tim Monahan was a friend of ours who's now a morning DJ in Palm Beach, but
Johnny would host, Tim would open, and I would close it out, and we'd take our $212.
But got to know all of a lot of those the Boston guys that are our friends to this day.
But I took him to a lot of road gigs. Up north, these long rides. Let's go
with guys like Mark Maron, Joe Rogan. We're in the car with and our pal Scott LaRose and Tom Cotter and Greg Fitzsimmons and the whole.
So John was always in the mix.
It was a lot of fun. I look back
Mark
at that.
Maron didn't speak 2 words.
No. So we drove to the Cape, and God love him, and he's great now and sober, and but back in the day, I remember we drove to Cape Cod from Boston, which for folks that might not know, it's about an 80-minute drive. It's like a 75-mile thing. Mark sat in the back of Al's Honda Accord, did not say on the way there back 2 fucking words.
I think it was high.
Yeah. So we're getting to each other. I'm sitting riding shotgun, and Mark's in the back, not a word.
I had already done several gigs with Mark, so I had a rapport with him. But then I brought the entity into the vehicle.
Not a word.
He just clammed right up.
Yeah, not a word. Yeah.
Well, John, as you know, he was a little bit beyond his years at age, so he's like, "Who's this college kid coming in here, knowing all the facts of what's going on here?"
And that might have been after. Yeah, it was right after college. I think.
I know, but for him being 28,
and then
29,
we did have an incident with Mr. Rogan at a show, which I will delicately describe. But Joe, as he would probably admit, had short-tempered and so forth, and. We were at a place on a Sunday night, a satellite room on Cape Cod that was like a sports bar, doing comedy, as many of them, were. They were
over the summer.
Champions.
Yes, right. Yeah. Like like Born, and changes.
Not Jason
Mass, like that
Born
place,
Mass,
but so we're there. There's maybe 12 people in the place on a Sunday night, or maybe a Saturday night, but they are wildly drunk. By the time they've been watching games and drinking, and
no interest in stand-up comedy.
No interest. No. And so Al's going to close the show, and Joe's going to middle. We drove out all together, and some guy is interrupting Joe's set and heckling and so forth, and not listening. And Joe can't.
Loses his mind.
Muslim loses his mind, drops the mic, goes out into the crowd, grabs the guy like around the thing, and he's like, "Shut the fuck up!" Obviously the club should have intervened. Well,
but Joe was a black belt.
But Joe was a black belt. So Al looks over at me as Joe's doing this, and he throws me the key. It's like out of the Blues Brothers. He throws me the keys, and he goes, "Wolkie, start the car and pull around back. I'm going to do a quick 10, and then we're out of here." He's supposed to do 40 minutes.
But it's turning into a melee, though.
But they've already been paid, and he wants to be paid, so he's got to do 10. Just do it. So,
and there's two groups of guys that want to fight each other anyway, so it's all that. But you tell them the story about, is it Governors with Joe Rogan back in the day? You witnessed
Governors, yeah.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I was working with him, and he had his Bruins jersey on, and he was closing, and it was going all right, but it's Long Island, and it's Long Island girls, and they're bored now by the
they're Islanders fans, right?
Oh yeah, they're you know them, and they're so they're all talking in the front table, and he goes, "You got to shut the fuck up. You have to just shut the fuck up, really, or leave. Why don't you just leave?"
Yeah.
And this big Guido boyfriend was like, "Hey, don't talk to her that way. Just do your jokes and." Don't be looking at her. Don't be talking to her. Just do your jokes. And Rogan's like, fuck you, all of you. The whole thing. Just it's going really becoming a scene in the club. And then the guy goes, well, I'm going to meet you outside when you're done. So just so you know, you and I are going to be outside. And he goes, great. I wish I could close the show right now. I can't wait. But he does his time. Goes fine. So we all know that he's double black belt and all that shit. So we run into the parking lot, me and the other comics who
because it's fight night.
It's
night fight night.
I want to get my paycheck.
Right.
Joe wants to get into a fight.
Right.
Yeah. So Joe ends and literally just runs off the stage through the lobby out to the parking lot, and he's like, "We're all out there," and he's just waiting. He's so fucking pumped for this, and the guy comes out, and the guy's does one of those, gives him a little push on the thing, and he goes, "You're gonna show some respect. I'm gonna have to teach you how to talk to a lady." And as he's saying that, Joe puts his fist in his throat, and the guy is like, his head starts to he looks like he's gonna vomit. Then he punches him in the gut once and twice. And now his knees are buckled. He's in the gravel, and he just drops.
Wow!
And we're all laughing our ass off. We're going nuts. And this guy is just laying in the gravel.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Yeah. It was, and it'd been building while he was doing his set. Like, I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to kill this guy. And then he just turned and went back into the bar, and we sat down, and nothing happened. He was it was like sex, like he had came. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now he's like. All right.
Not for smoke.
Right.
That's a good set.
We live we lived in a much less litigious society back then, and
yes. Yeah. Early 90s.
Now you strike a guy and it costs you $75,000, and
and there would be 8,000 videos of it, everyone's phone, and we were just standing there like,
we have a tale to tell now.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah.
So, anyways, there was
a million of those.
Well, I've experienced about 3 of them with Joe, and then you told me that story. I'm like, this is just a pattern of this guy.
Yeah,
sure.
And he did it. I told you he did it one night. We were trying to pick up some girls. And he wasn't. Yes. There was 3 girls. There were 4 of us, and he goes. And we said, "Hey, man, we're working on these girls over here," and they're all giggling. He goes, "Oh, those fucking pigs!"
out loud,
and they just
get up, hear it.
And they walk away. They get in their cars and drive away. And we're like, "Dude, what?" Because he wasn't getting laid. Nobody was.
That wasn't the night. That wasn't the night with Mrs. Howell.
That was Mrs. Howell. We can't mention any other names.
Was that Mrs. Howell?
We can't mention any other names.
Yes, an older lady. One of the guys may have banged Mrs. Howell that night, but
I was willing to take Mrs. Howell down.
It's funny. Yeah, we're not going to mention names, but it's funny you mentioned that, Al, because we just had this conversation 2 nights ago.
Oh, really?
Yes, 2 nights ago.
So he knows all the parties involved.
I love that story.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that story.
Basically, if you're listening, there were 3 women. A couple of them were very, very adorable and attractive, like little reindeer, and the other one, maybe like a penguin. And she resembled Mrs. Howell from Gilligan's Island, a young
Lovey.
And one of the people in the party said, "You guys take those 2." I goes, "I'll work on Mrs. Howell. So I'll take the hit." He goes, "I'm a team player."
Right. And mind you, the individual in question, The individual in question was like 30 at the time, making reference to a sitcom, old matronly, wealthy.
But the girls are like, mid-20s. So
what I'm saying, the
the
Mrs. Howe reference was, by the way,
it was in syndication.
Right. It was in syndication. He had never even seen it the first time around. He was not of age to it, but he's making reference to an old.
It was on 30 times a day.
Right. It was a reference those women wouldn't have even gotten. Those young ladies would not even gotten the Mrs. Howe.
I'm not so sure. It was in syndication because you could watch Gilligan's Island in the morning before he went to school.
All right.
You could watch it when he got home.
Yeah. I don't remember. Yeah, those are weird shows. They're just like in your brain. I don't remember sitting down as a kid watching Gilligan's Island. Right. You know what I mean? But I know the show. I know all the characters.
It was just on.
Yeah.
It would just be on.
And in syndication in Chicago, it was a hodgepodge after school. You had the Brady Bunch and the Partridge Family. You also had Emergency One. Yeah. One Adam 12, things that,
all the shows that were already 20 years old.
Yeah. And game shows, match game.
And there were only 4 networks at the time before, unless you had cable. Right. It was
3 networks at the time.
Well, no, then the
3.
What was the first one? Fox came out in 86.
Right.
So this was much earlier.
I got you.
70s.
Still.
Yeah.
And then we had we had a Channel 9, Metro 9. And, so we had Officer Joe Bolton. And it was an old cop, an actor playing a cop. Officer Joe would come out, and then he would like play Three Stooges shorts and Abbott and Costello shorts. Yeah. Those kind of, because I guess they just found him they had them available, and they were I don't know why he was a cop. The whole thing, none of it made sense. But he was 80 years old, Officer Joe. Okay, but that's how we saw Three Stooges, Abbott and Costello, and that Marx Brothers.
Yeah.
So from what I understand, they would show the Three Stooges in the movie theaters before movies.
Yeah, so they were serialized shorts,
right.
that would run Saturday afternoon before.
And on television, they'd put them all together. That's why you would sometimes see Curly or Joe or Shemp,
right?
Like all within a half hour.
Those shorts predated broadcast television.
Oh yeah. That's why. So they were
from the 20s.
They were sitting in a vault somewhere or in a warehouse.
MGM, they were right.
Yeah,
but Desi Lou,
the library.
Desi Lou, right? Desi Arnaz is the one who
had the production company. Right?
Grabbed all the old footage, and syndicated it.
Exactly. And now, speaking of Desi Arnaz is a genius. And then I was talking to Al the other day. There's a show called Comics Unleashed. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Byron Allen, sure. Yeah.
Right.
Byron produces, right. Yeah.
Which is fantastic if you live around the corner from the studio.
Right.
Because I got like, someone's going to say, you want to do it? I could get you, probably get you on and go, maybe. What's the deal there?
Yeah, they don't pay to fly in. Yeah.
I don't pay anything. $740.
Right.
No hotel, no air, no car.
Right. It's like scale.
Nothing.
Right.
Yeah. I did it the first round many years ago.
Like Brian,
Yeah. And because they just rebooted the show, I just got a $20.79 check.
For
residual.
Yeah.
That's not even bad for a residual check, really.
Yeah.
It's from 20 years ago.
That's not too bad. But you live there. Would you do the show? You could do it. That would make, if you can get in your car and drive over.
Everybody in LA, all the comics
it is still, whether it's cable, whatever, the power of television. When mine started airing again, I started getting messages again. Hey, man, I was just going through the channels. All of a sudden, I see Al Ducharme.
Oh, yeah.
No. Everybody in LA locally ends up.
So it doesn't hurt your career visibility because the power of television, regardless of apps, whatever, it's still very strong.
And they tape a bunch of them in chunks, in a day. They'll do 5 episodes. And
they change the audience out once.
Yeah, easy and cheap, But
it's all set up for you. There's no segues.
Yeah.
That was talking
that was Norm's joke.
He looks at his car and then he goes, now, Al, you've had a problem on airplanes recently, right? As a matter of fact, Byron, I have. There it goes,
Hey, Al, what about candles? You ever shop for candles with the wife?
Exactly.
Weird.
It's all set on a tee, and you just go up and...
Norm MacDonald said there's never been a show more leashed for comics than Comics Unleashed.
Did he say that? That's a great line.
Yeah.
A great line.
Which is true. I mean, you are just, here's your minute and a half, do your bit.
Poor Norm. He was the best, man.
Yeah. Did you ever meet him, John?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his former manager Mark Gervitz is an old buddy of mine that's has a lot of those guys: Spade, Dennis Miller, Jim Belushi, Bill Maher, all those guys. So yeah, and
Wow.
Norm would come on Kimmel, occasionally, but yes. So he was one of those guys. And again, I only knew him in a peripheral to say hello to. But he was one of those guys that even a lot of guys that were his friends in comedy for a long time always said they really never got to know him in he was one of those guys that was just kind of close to the
He didn't have a
vest
car. He lived in LA.
Yeah, and just, kind of one of those guys.
Yeah.
I would know somebody for 30 years, but a lot of the specifics they wouldn't know about each other. He was one of
Right.
He was palling around with Nick Swartzen there for a bit. And Nick would tell stories about him, and he would say, he goes, "Hey man, look, you want to go to the game?" Yeah. He goes, "Okay." He goes, "Well, come get me." He goes, "Well, you come get you. You got to drive, over the hill, whatever." What? He goes, "Just, or I'll take a taxi and meet you. Where's your car?" I don't drive it. Traffic.
I saw a clip the other day where Will Ferrell was talking about his first season on SNL, and Will didn't have a TV in his apartment. He just got on the show.
Wow.
So he goes, I would go to NBC. I go 30 Rock and watch college football in the office. And he goes, I walked in and Norm was there so Will goes, as a goof, I goes, I don't know anyone. He goes, I just started kind of lying, making like a bit and go, oh, this team, they're the best in the mud. They play so good in the mud. And Norm pops up and goes, really? They play good in the mud? And he goes, oh, they're known for that. They're a mud team. He goes, really? They're a mud team, huh? So then the next week, that whoever the team was, it was raining again. So Norm, obviously bet. And then Sunday comes, and he goes up to Will. He goes, "You cost me $30,000." He bet 30 grand on this just because they're good in the mud. Wow. But,
inside tip.
Yeah.
Like a tout.
Yeah, a little, just all excited.
Like a racing tout. Hysterical. All right, Mister, we got to wrap it up here. But go ahead.
What kind of schedule are you on there, Al? What do they have you doing on this?
I only had to do 2 nights. I did 2 family-friendly shows, and then I did a late night last night, 35 minutes. So I've had a lot of time off. It was a good time to bring a guest. Yeah. This is John's 5th cruise with me. I think you are tied with my sister now as far as
5th cruise with him and 10th cruise overall. But
is the 6th or the 5th for you?
5th with you, 10th lifetime cruise. But yeah, it was interesting. Last time I was with him on the Wonder, a year ago Christmas, he was doing the club on the ship a couple times a night. So
13 shows.
Yeah, we didn't get to,
7 days.
go to dinner in the dining room. It was a bit of a drag.
We've been going to
that's the way to do it.
Yeah, this particular ship, they have specialty restaurants that are hybrid. Instead of a dining room, you can eat in one of the specialty theme restaurants.
Yeah.
And they have 2 menus. They have the standard dining room menu and then a specialty exclusive menu
for
and the
Mediterranean or Italy,
Cyprus, Tuscan, and
it's good.
Food is really good.
Food is really good. Yeah.
Like just about everything.
Nice.
And the best French onion soup on the planet.
Yeah, really good stuff.
I know we sound like 2 old men, the Muppets up in the balcony, but it's true.
They had the best French onion soup.
How was the cruise? Have a romantic dinner for 2 at an Asian fusion place.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Nice.
Romantic dinner for 2. Yeah.
Hey now. I think it was a swing and a miss, Al. It's all right.
Good times. Yeah.
It was very
No,
every time I'm docked, I'm next to the what's the one? The Excel. That's the one we're next to all the time.
Yeah. The sister ship to
the newest.
Yeah,
the newest version of that.
Yeah. By the way, John came with me on Celebrity, the Celebrity Solstice.
Oh, yes.
We went on an Alaskan cruise.
Yes.
And it may have been the first week of a 14-day cruise.
Yes. Yeah.
And what did you nickname it?
So there were 3 medical evacuations. The median age, the cruise director had told us on that Alaska sailing was 64, the median age. Obviously, there were a lot of folks in their 80s and 90s, a lot of Lark scooters and walkers and so forth. So there were 3 medical evacuations during the week, 2 by Coast Guard cutter that came up alongside, and 1 by helicopter. And so I said to Al, the Celebrity Solstice, they ought to rename this ship the Celebrity Hospice. And I thought it was a great joke. But Al was like, I love that, but I can't use it. I can't bite the hand that feeds me. Yeah.
Oh, why can't you use it?
This was like 10 years ago.
Can you use it?
Yeah. Of course I can.
Celebrity Hospice.
Probably did.
Yeah.
Didn't give you credit.
Not bad.
And another swing and a miss.
But yeah.
Wrap it up.
I was not familiar, though, with the medical evacuation thing. And then a certain chime came over, and Al said that means that
Alpha.
Evacuate
Alpha
passenger
with the accent.
And then Bravo.
Alpha.
Yeah.
Alfred, and then Bravo. We have what is Bravo? Fire.
What is that?
Bravo's Man Overboard, or no?
Oscar is Man Overboard.
Man Overboard's Oscar.
Alpha is medical emergency. Bravo is fire. Is it,
no? Yeah, maybe fire because Charlie's electrical. Charlie.
Have you guys, with all the cruises you guys have done, have you experienced a man overboard ever?
Yes, I
really.
Have.
Yeah.
More than once.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Many. Actually, many. I mean, yeah.
No one saw me. This is before cameras. I pushed the motherfucker.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Well, people after seeing Al's show would go out and fucking jump.
They would jump. They would just.
Man, that's the podcast.
No,
Arrivederci.
Dan Wilson. I want to throw out a classic Dan Wilson joke. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. And he goes, if you ever hear Shatner, that means somebody's toupee just went overboard. Folks, good night.
Good night.
Peace.
Thank you, John.
Good talking to you.
For joining us.
You too.
Pleasure.
John, you'll be getting this in the mail soon.
Oh, thank you, Al. Yeah, it's a beautiful item.
It's going to be yours.
Yeah. Don't let it go to waste. Yeah.
You can mail it to me, and that'll make him.
That'll look great. That'll look great on one of my 4 refrigerators. Yeah.
You got it.
To make it drive to the valley.
It needs a home.
Send it to my address.
All right, boys.
All right. Thank you.
Arrivederci.
Adios.
Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
A succulent Chinese meal.
So long, Al. Have a good trip.
Iceberg, dead. Don't forget to review us and rate us. It really helps.
The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history.
This is the 2 Al's 1 Pod podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
What? Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
All right.
Okay, sure.
All right. Subscribe.
This was a horrible mistake.
Mary.
Patreon.com/2Als1Pod.
Go to patreon.com/forward2dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.